A very good evening. You're watching Bizworld, the first story of the day. The price of gold, which has increased by more than 30% this year, has influenced the public to buy gold as long-term investments. According to Habib Group Executive Chairman Datuk Sri Mir Habib, the awareness of the importance of gold has led to a sharp increase in its sales, especially after the MCO period.
Bila duit itu diperlukan, mungkin nak hantar anak pergi belajar di luar negara atau nak pergi haji dan sebagainya, mereka datang menjual balik barang-barang kemas. Jadi apa yang berlaku buat masa sekarang ni kedua-duanya. Ada yang datang juga menjual, tapi ramai juga yang rasa kalau dia simpan duit dalam bank dan sebagainya, kepulangannya tak berapa baik. Jadi dia juga mengambil satu idea di mana kita lihat sebagai satu jangka masa yang panjang, mungkin ini juga adalah masa yang baik untuk membeli.
The US-China trade war, the lowering of OPR and the lingering effects of the pandemic had prompted the public to turn to gold investment as it is seen as a safe haven. Spot gold prices are hovering at $2,000 per ounce, and economists believe the precious metal can extend its record-breaking run to hit a whopping $5,000 an ounce by end of next year.
The automotive industry amid the COVID-19 pandemic. What does it take to get things revving again? Money Matters focuses on the industry that has projected a drop in sales volume. This Saturday, 6 p.m, only on TV3.
Next, Malaysia's economy shrunk 17.1% in the second quarter of 2020, the worst double-digit quarterly decline since 1998 due to a sudden stop in activities in April. According to Bank Negara Malaysia, the decline reflected the unprecedented lockdown that was imposed to curb the spread of COVID-19 that brought the economy to almost a complete standstill.
I believe the worst is behind us and the recovery is forthcoming. Let us continue on that path. Let's make sure that we beat this pandemic. Stay safe.
Regionally, Singapore registered a decline of 12.6% economic growth, followed by the Philippines, a contraction of 16.5%, while Indonesia recorded a 5.3% drop. Meanwhile, the central bank revised its 2020 economic growth forecast to a contraction of between 3.5 to 5.5%, as the initial assumption was based on a lockdown period of only 4 weeks instead of 7 weeks. The economy is expected to see a sharp V-shaped recovery and post a growth of 5.5% to 8% in 2021, which is in line with the recovery in global growth and continued domestic policy support. Bank Negara Malaysia will transfer its Small Debt Resolution Scheme DRS function to the Credit Management Counselling Agency AKPK. This will allow an efficient and holistic debt restructuring and advisory services to small and medium enterprises SMEs that have loans with multiple banks. In a joint statement today, Bank Negara and AKPK said effective September 1st, AKPK will start offering specialised solutions to help SMEs, including micro SMEs, to manage their debt and promote sound financial management practices. With this transfer, AKPK will serve as the one-stop platform for both individuals and SMEs seeking debt restructuring services, as well as financial education and advisory. Malaysia's current account balance, CAB, continued to record a surplus of 7.6 billion ringgit in the second quarter of this year, despite the global economic uncertainties and continuous spread of COVID-19. Chief Statistician Datuk Seri Dr. Muhammad Uzair Mahidin said the current account surplus was mainly contributed by net exports of goods of 25.9 billion ringgit and a lower deficit in secondary income at 1.9 billion ringgit. For the first half of 2020, the CAB reduced to 17.1 billion ringgit against 31.3 billion ringgit in the same duration last year. In contrast, the services account registered the highest deficit ever at 12.5 billion ringgit. Exports by air freight also fell abruptly to 30 million ringgit in the second quarter this year. However, telecommunications, computer and information performed well, with exports increasing to 3.3 billion ringgit. That's all the time we have for Bizworld this time around. I'm Arief Subhan. Thank you for watching and keep tuning in to TV3.